Welcome back to Boy Life and Leather. Live life boldly with no fear or regrets. Today we have another dark, mysterious fragrance from the house of BeauFort London, which is Iron Duke. It's supposed to be leathery, dark, and all good things we like. So let's check it out. I bought this sample from the boutique I told you about last time when I reviewed Coeur de Noir for 12 euros. BeauFort London Iron Duke, and that's the name of the niche boutique specialized in niche fragrances in Copenhagen. This one is much better than Coeur de Noir, fellas. Much better. That one was too dusty, too sharp, almost glowing, This one is much better. Let me read you the notes because Fragrantica as usually got them wrong. If you go to Fragrantica, they got totally wrong notes here. So let me show you. Check it out. On Fragrantica, they just simply list leather, gunpowder, tobacco, and rum. If you go to the official website, we have in the top we have snuff tobacco, metal, alcohol, Cambodian oud, and star anise. In the heart we have animalic notes, saddle soap, leather, metal. Again, you have metal in the top and in the heart, and we have burnt wood. In the base we have gunpowder, hay, dark musks, and bourbon. It's funny to me why they write bourbon, because bourbon is American and this is a British house. But if you read the introduction, it also says cognac, and cognac is French. So whoever is writing the intro is a bit confused, I guess. But let me read you the introduction from the official website. BeauFort London Iron Duke. Eau de Parfum, a strikingly powerful fragrance with animalic depths. Iron Duke revels in and blurs the man-beast dichotomy. The fragrance creates an apparition of horse and rider, an image of a ghost, or visual vivid essence of horse and rider. Bright metal, cognac, snuff, and saddle soap, atop a base of oud, animalic leather, and hay. And the perfumer, as usual, is Julie Dunkley, like before, for Coeur de Noir. So this is the bottle of Iron Duke, and let's check it out. I like it much better than the Coeur de Noir. 10 times better. 10 times better. At least the leather here is present. Okay. Right away you get the boozy notes, the warm boozy notes. You get the warm boozy notes and you get that leather. You get a little tiny bit of the animalic notes. Just a little tiny bit, unfortunately. I would loved it if it had more animalic notes in it. It would bring it that primal, sexy aura. Okay? And for those of you who are not into animalic notes, or maybe who never tried it before, you should really try it. Animalic notes bring the best of a leather accord. Okay? When you think about it, somebody's getting a car. When you think about animalic notes, okay, animalic notes, they give you that primal, sexy aura, because if you think about it, the best notes are animalic. You got the musk from the deer, you got the ambergris from the whale, you got the oud. The real oud is animalic. The real oud is very animalic. Okay. Somebody's got a Christmas tree here. He's dragging a Christmas tree. Well, Christmas is in 3 days. Today's the 21st, isn't it? Yeah, 22nd is today. Yeah, today's the 22nd. But if you think about it, all the best notes are animalic. Like the oud, the real oud is animalic. Because what's oud? In essence, oud is when you got the agar wood, right? A mold, a type of mold attacks this wood, and it makes an infection. So the tree, in order to fight the infection of the mold, secretes a resinous substance to fight this mold infection. That resinous substance is the oud, and it's very animalic. Okay? So when you think about it, animalic notes are actually the heart of vintage and niche perfumery. Like we said, the musk is from the deer musk. You got the ambergris from the whale. So all the classic notes are animalic. So if you haven't tried animalic notes, of course, like castoreum and civet and other notes, you really have to try them because they bring that sexy primal aura. Okay? And they awaken our basic instincts, okay, which are still primal. That's why animalic notes, they give you that primal sexiness. And most people say that animalic notes, they smell like sex, or they smell like your body after sex, okay? It's very primal and sexy. And if you think about it in an abstract way, our basic instincts are still primal. I mean, we evolved a lot of species, right? But the basic instincts are still primal. So animalic notes awaken those primal instincts we have. And they bring that depth and dark, mysterious aura to a fragrance, and especially a leather fragrance. So you should really try to get into animalic notes. And my next fragrance is one of the most animalic leathers of all time, and it became my new signature scent, which is Hard Leather by Laurent Matsone. But we'll get to that next time. So back to Iron Duke. The animalic notes here are very, very slight, very fine. You get just like a little whiff of them. That's it, no more. If it had more animalic notes, this would be a gem, hands down. Okay, it would be a real gem. But it is what it is. The booziness from the rum, or the cognac, as they say, is definitely present there. The leather accord is there. It's taking I don't want to say center stage, but it's definitely on stage, taking a main part. The hay and the metal notes also, that metallic notes to evoke the Iron Duke. Like, if I want to give you an image, just like I reviewed this one on Fragrantica, imagine yourself a medieval knight, okay? Riding your horse, wearing full iron armory, and you just had a long battle, and you're riding back to your village, and you see a damsel that has like whiskey with her. She pours you a cup or a drink to celebrate your victory, and you drink that, toast your victory by the bonfire, because he also gets a bit of smokiness here. That image captures the whole aura they wanted to convey with this with this dark fragrance. But I like it because I was very disappointed with Coeur de Noir from this house, but Iron Duke is much better. The hay in it supports the animalic, let's say, small glimpse facets, because the animalic here is very, 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 very tiny, okay? Even though even though the description, if you noticed, they say it's a very powerful animalic fragrance, but it's not. Most fragrances, they tend to claim that they have animalics in it, because animalics is one of the hallmarks of niche perfumery, the use of animalic notes. And whether it's synthetic or natural, doesn't matter. As long as you have animalic notes in your fragrances, it gives it that niche quality and that potency, because animalic notes are the most potent. They last the longest. Another reason why we love them. and they amplify the leather accord, of course. Okay, but the Iron Duke is nice. Like the boozy accord in it, I think is taking center stage. It gives it that sweetness, that's a bit of resinous sweetness. Okay, with that metal accord, gives it that metallic touches, all held together by a nice leather accord, sitting there in the bottom, holding all these nuances together. It ain't bad at all. It's dark, it's leathery, it has a bit of animalics in it, just a tiny bit. Again, I want to underline that, emphasize that. It ain't very animalic as they claim on the original website. It's not. This has a tiny little bit of animalic touches. But again, this is what gives it its beauty and that niche quality and niche allure, because it's a niche brand. Pretty nice. Pretty. I think it was released in 2015, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 2015, just like Coeur de Noir. 2017. Coeur de Noir was in 2015. So, also it has it has a note of saddle soap. It has a bit of that soapiness, kind of. Yeah, you also pick up on that. Saddle soap is one of the notes. It has a bit of that. It's not dirty soapiness, like because they try to say saddle soap with the animalic notes and the hay and give you that aura that is very animalic, but it's not. It has a bit of that soapiness, but mainly it's a boozy leather accord with metal nuances to it, with a bit of hay and a little bit of animalics to give it that dark. Also a bit of musk. It has some musks in it, a bit of that muskiness that gives it that smoothness. The musk gives it that smoothness. I like it. I really like it. Iron Duke by BeauFort London. I really like it, because Coeur de Noir was very disappointing. It was too dusty, too sharp. I was like, hell no. But this one, I mean, yeah, she did a good job with it. Julie, the perfumer. It's a rugged. It has a rugged leather accord, just like this Boss leather. This is very rugged leather. You can practically see the grain. It's full grain. Very thick. Very thick. Because it's a cowhide. It's thicker than lambskin. But yeah, check it out, Iron Duke. Let me know what you think about it. I recommend it. It's a rugged leather, a rugged boozy leather. Also, it reminds me a bit of Bentley Intense for men. It has the booziness, sweetness, along with the leather in it. Definitely reminds me of Bentley Intense for men, with the booziness. But check it out. The musk keeps it smooth, with the saddle soap and the hay and a bit of animalics. Gives it that beauty. Gives it that shiny, like it shines. Animalics, it gives you that luster on a fragrance. Okay, you really need to get into animalics, because they're one of the best notes in any fragrance, and especially in a leather fragrance. They bring the beauty of leather in all its glory. The animalic notes, especially Castoria, which already smells like leather. But there you have it, folks. Iron Duke by BeauFort London. Check it out. Let me know what you think down below. Live life boldly with no fear or regrets. Stay happy, healthy. Be grateful that you're alive. Be happy. Enjoy your life every day. Savor each moment. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.